Hello, hello, hello! Welcome to Story Time. I am Uncle Craig, and this is a wonderful story about a good idea. In fact, it's such a good idea, we can call it a great idea. I'm sure that you have good ideas from time to time, right? What do you do when you have a great idea? In today's story, we are going to see how a little boy uses a great idea. Today's story is called Uncle Jerry's Great Idea. If we look at the picture, we can see how many people? Yes, that's right. 2 people. And do you know which of those 2 people is Uncle Jerry? Yes, that's right. He's the one with the red shirt. And the other person is sitting on his bed playing computer games. That boy is Jim. Jerry is Jim's uncle. What good idea does Jerry have? Let's read the story and find out, shall we? Wow, look at that picture. Can you see Jim? You need to look very carefully. Yes, that's right. That's Jim in the window. And the other people are Jim's family. His sister, his mother, his father, yes, and Uncle Jim. Jim is 8 years old. He lives with his parents, his sister, and his uncle in a small town. Everybody in Jim's family likes to play sports. How about you? Do you like to play sports? What sports do you like? Okay, great. Everybody in Jim's family likes to play sports except Jim. He doesn't like sports. On Saturday, Jim's family went to the park. His father played baseball. His mother played tennis. His sister played basketball. His Uncle Jerry played baseball too. Jerry and Jim's father are on the same baseball team. How about Jim? Does he play any sports? Nah, he doesn't like sports. Let's take a look at the next page. Do you want to see? Let's take a look. Great. There's Jim. Look at him, playing on his computer. On Saturday, Jim didn't go to the park. He played baseball, but not in the park. He played on his computer. That afternoon, when Jim's parents came home, they heard a lot of noise coming from Jim's bedroom. They went upstairs to see what all the noise was about. When they opened the door and looked inside, Jim's mother and father saw Jim, and they were not happy. He was playing baseball on his computer. Yay! And making a lot of noise. He never goes to the park, his mother said quietly. She is worried about Jim. Jim's parents walked into the bedroom, and Uncle Jerry stood outside listening. Jim's parents were worried about Jim. They said, "You always stay at home on the computer. Why don't you come to the park with us?" Jim said, "I don't like the park. I like my computer." Now, Jim wasn't happy. Uncle Jerry was sad to see Jim unhappy, so he started to think and think and think. Aha! Uncle Jerry had a great idea. And the idea was to help Jim feel happy again. What is his idea, do you think? I don't know. Let's take a look. Later on that day, Jim was sitting on the steps outside his house. Uncle Jerry looked at Jim and he felt sad too. So he sat down next to Jim and he began to talk to Jim. "What's the matter?" he asked Jim. "I don't like the park," said Jim. Uncle Jerry wanted to help Jim. He didn't like to see him feeling so sad. "I have an idea," said Uncle Jerry. "Next Saturday, bring some paper and a pencil to the park." Paper? Pencil? To the park? What is Uncle Jerry's good idea? Can you guess? Can Jim play baseball with paper and a pencil? I don't think so. What is Jerry's idea? Let's continue reading. Okay. Hey, it's working. Jim is already at the park. Look at the picture. Yeah, there we go. And that's Uncle Jerry. And look, there's Jim's father playing baseball. The next Saturday, Jim went to the park. He went to watch his father and his uncle play baseball. He remembered to bring his pencil and some paper. The game was about to begin. The players were on the field. Look, they're ready to play. His father went up to bat, going to hit the ball. Uncle Jerry started to tell Jim about his great idea. He whispered in Jim's ear, "Watch us play and count everything we do," said Uncle Jerry. Okay, said Jim. He picked up his pencil and paper and got ready to write. Interesting, huh? Why must Jim write down everything they do? Let's continue reading. Whoa! Oh, wow! So much action! Take a look. Look at that! "Play ball," said the umpire, and the game began. The players threw the ball. They hit the ball. And they caught the ball. "Is it like baseball on the computer?" asked Jim. "Yes, just count the times we get runs and hits," Uncle Jerry said. So Jim started to count and write. Count and write. He was very busy. writing on the paper. And he was not sad at all. And he was not bored. It looks like Uncle Jerry's idea is starting to work. Jim is busy and he doesn't look sad anymore. Let's continue. Ho ho! That's Jim's father and his uncle getting ready to bet. The game was very exciting. Everybody played well. Jim watched the game carefully. Then Jim's father hit a long home run. Whoa! Everybody clapped and cheered. Yay! Jim's father ran to first base, then to second base, then to third base, and then he ran home. Whoa! Jim's father hit a home run. Wow, that's cool. He was very happy. Look at how happy Jim's father is. Count the home runs too, said Uncle Jerry. Okay, said Jim. Great idea. Uncle Jerry's great idea. Let's continue. Wow, now they all returned home. After the game, the whole family returned home after a good day at the park. They were all very tired, but they were all happy. Jim was happy too. Uncle Jerry said to Jim, "Go and make a chart on your computer." Okay, said Jim. He ran up to his room very quickly with the piece of paper and his pencil. Jim is good at using his computer to create things. How about you? Can you create charts and pictures on your computer? Jim knew exactly what to do. Let's see what he creates, shall we? Hey, that looks pretty neat. Do you want to see? Okay. Haha, nice. Jim used his computer to make a chart. Look at the chart on the piece of paper. He typed in all the numbers on his paper. After 15 minutes, Jim was finished. His chart was finished. He printed it out on the computer. This is Jim's chart. Look at the numbers. Wow, that's cool. Well done, Jim. Good job, eh? Who made the most runs? Can you see? Good. Did Uncle Jerry hit a home run? No, he didn't. Jim's father hit a home run. What is Jim going to do with the chart? Let's take a look. Wow! Everybody is having lunch in the dining room. Take a look. There's Jim, Uncle Jerry, Jim's mother, father, and his sister. Everybody had a shower and put on some clean clothes. It was time for lunch and everybody was quite hungry. Everybody was in the dining room. At lunch, Jim gave the chart to his father and said, "Look, Dad." His father looked at the chart. This is great. I really like it, said Jim's father. Jim had a big smile on his face. Uncle Jerry was very happy too. He was happy, but also very hungry. What do you think happened after that? Let's take a look. Hey, look at that. Do you want to see? Okay. Aha, there we go. On Saturday morning, everybody was off to the park again. This time, Jim was going to the park too. Can you do one chart for basketball too, please? Said his sister. Yes, said Jim. Uncle Jerry smiled. It was a good idea. A great idea. Now, Jim goes to the park every Saturday, and he always brings a pencil and some paper. Wow, good for Jim and good for Uncle Jerry. So, here we can see how they used a great idea to change Jim's mind and make him happy again. So remember, if you have a great idea in the future, please share it with everybody. You never know, you might make someone very happy. Thank you for listening.